As the world watched in what is by far one of the most inspirational sports stories of 2016, Kenya's Rugby 7 side managed the unthinkable, lifting the cup in Singapore for the first time in team history. The celebration and reflection said it all.
Finally, we get that trophy. I think for me, I've been part of this process for a while now, and in looking into the team and the young players coming in, a lot of players look up to sort of the experienced players and whatever advice and inspiration they can give them. I think myself and Andrew Collins and some of the senior players do give that to them. But as well, when the time comes when we get to the pitch, you have to back it up with some good performances so that they believe in what you're telling them. So I mean, it's been a team effort with one part complementing the other. So you offer inspiration and advice and hard work, and you offer enthusiasm and youthfulness, which has been good for us.
I think the biggest lesson is just respecting what you do. Hard work will always pay. That's a big statement that has always been in my books, and everybody has always been talking about it. Just working very hard. We knew eventually something would come up, and when we didn't expect it the most, it just came. I'd say we are blessed, we are very happy, we are glad. We're just celebrating it bit by bit until we are used to winning trophies.
More than even the ceremony that is mandatory for every champion. The adoring Kenya Sevens fans, many of whom are not Kenyan at all, finally got what they'd been longing for since the team made their maiden appearance in the World 7 Series in Dubai in 1999.
The journey of Kenya Sevens started in 1996 when the Fire Sevens was then inaugurated, and we had just local club teams playing and a few invitational sides. That strengthened the game, and in 98 went to the Commonwealth Games, played there, didn't do too well. Fiji beat us 71-0 then. 99 the World Series was introduced, but then we only went to 2 tournaments, which was Dubai and South Africa. And we did that until 2003 when we were invited to Hong Kong. In that tournament, we beat Australia and were able to qualify. The points we had, can you imagine, 9 points qualified us to get to the series. Then there was eight series series legs. So from then on, it has been a roller coaster, people coming in and out, players. We started with the likes of Bill Gidinji, who nurtured a few of us who didn't know what was going on, and then passed it over to Gordon Nampiu, and then Rombo was part of it as well. And then I came in and was kicked out, then back on. So it's been a good 17 years of trying to find that particular gem.
Kenya finally won the Cup final, topping the Singapore leg of the World 7 Series. Not only did the Shuja outclass Fiji, who are fondly known as the Rugby 7's magicians, but they prevailed against a side that has reigned supreme in the series since 1999. Fiji have won the series twice, in 2005 and 6, and 2014 and 15, besides finishing second 5 times and third 4 times. They've also won a countless number of legs over the years. It was a moment of utter joy for anyone who loves the underdog, for anyone who loves sport in its purest form. It was certainly special for Kenya's Rugby 7's fans, but it was also special for the world to witness history. The Kenyans flew through the Singapore leg with typical Kenyan speed, power and verve. But in this case, everything just clicked. Coach Benjamin Ayimba stuck to the game plan, and it simply worked, all the way to the final whistle. Even the commentary team in Singapore seemed to get behind Kenya's Shuja.
Are you goes the leg! Are you?
Kenya has always been able to win. I think when I was here last, before I was unceremoniously kicked out, I'd said it, that we're going to win in the next season. Lo and behold, when the new office came and kicked me out, that dream was cut out. And there's a lot of changes, and that broke our rhythm. And it was only going to take one or two things to be done for our rhythm to get back. We've just got our rhythm this season, and luckily we're getting our rhythm and picking at the right time for Olympics.
They landed in Nairobi as champions, history makers, and as the pride of a nation. For Benjamin Ayimba, a former player, former coach, and now coach again, it was the culmination of hard work and sacrifice. The man who always kept his optimism intact, that if he just stuck to what he knows best, his boys would one day conquer the world, even if it meant convincing his toughest critic.
That's my mom, and it's a long journey with my mom as well. And the reason why I'm emotional is my mom gave birth to me when she was very young, and we've been friends all along. And she's one of the people who, when I told her I'm going the rugby way, she was very worried, but she let go at some point and told me if that is what my calling is, let it be. And I think I've gotten a lot of support from her. A mother who's been very gentle with how things have worked. I've had ups and downs, my family life and everything. She was always there, always there. And that created a lot of strength in me because she gave me a lot of confidence. My confidence comes from my mother's. I used to be a stammerer, you can't imagine. And she taught me how to stop stammering when I was very young. So she's a very special part to me. And I thank God she's seen this in her lifetime. And I hope her grandchildren will emulate and make her proud as I saw her today. When we went out, when we were going out for this trip, she said she's not going to afford any sleep because she's got to pray all along. And I spoke to my sister when we were playing the finals. She usually sleeps in late, but she didn't sleep at all. She's up all night praying for us to win the tournament. So I think that is the reason why it was quite emotional seeing her today.
The #1 team in the world.
The Kenyans have a certain way of doing things, their signature. It's difficult to pinpoint what it is that makes this group of young men so special. Perhaps it's a combination of everything: talented, powerful and quick, humble and spiritual. It's difficult to fault the Kenyans.
Look at those men. They cannot believe it. These are such beautiful pictures.
It's a folly of humans to think that they'll do anything without God. It's a folly of human. And I think for me, that's a base. Once you respect God and you fear God, everything else is secondary. Everything else. The way your body reacts, the way your soul reacts, everything else is secondary. So if we were going to win, and the only way we were going to win was to put God as our base, because then you can't sleep.
A runaway train once he got possession. Look at this, just a step.
As much as it's a group of 7 on the pitch at any given time, there is one talent that stood out from the rest. The series' second highest try scorer and the Shuja's vice captain, Collins Injera. He will forever be remembered as one of the greatest to ever play the short form of the game. In Singapore, however, he will be remembered for these inspirational words.
For your country, boys.
Words that drove this group of men on, to hold on, and to ensure that Kenya managed the unthinkable.
I just told them that we really need to do it for, if we don't do it for ourselves, then let's do it for Kenya. If they need it for Kenya, let's just do it for Kenya, because we have been really, the supporters have been really good to us. We've had our long ones, but they are always there supporting the team. Of course, we have our critics, but just doing it for our country, it was a proud moment. I think just having to sing the national anthem of Kenya out there in the world, and the whole world was watching Kenya. And I mean, it was one of those things that you say it was part of the moment, and they just come out, and it came out right.
I feel like a miner who's been looking for the diamond, that specific stone, and has finally come across it. And it's a bit overwhelming that it is in our hand now. Quite happy that that's the case, and I think we'll take a few days of rest to be able to realize that that's the case.
The journey has been great. Since I started back in 2008, I remember I said I wanted to be the top try scorer in the world, and I was told it was going to be an immense task. And just now that I'm on the verge of realizing that dream, it's a huge thing. It's a huge honor. Credit to the former coaches who have been giving me this opportunity. Of course, we've had our ups and downs. The journey hasn't been that smooth as so many people might think, but just being there, I think, like you said, five away from tying and 6 away from breaking the record. Of course, there's a little bit of pressure, but now we are focused on the Olympics. That's the ultimate goal we have this season, and trying to get the team gel together as a team. So for now, we are focused on the Olympics and trying to get the systems working for us. So if I get the tries, then well and good, and thank God for it. And hopefully, by the time I hit Rio, I would have surpassed the mark.
Time to get your Kenyan on, folks. Enjoy.
Mine is just to take this opportunity on behalf of millions in this country to thank these lads for the brilliant job that they have done, for what they have done for Kenya, for the positioning that they have put Kenya in, and just to say that our hopes, our prayers, our thoughts are with them, even as we now move to Rio. And you have no worries, because I know you guys are clean, but despite that fact, we are signing that anti-doping bill, so nobody has a reason to say Kenya will not participate in the Olympics. We shall be at the Olympics, and I'm certain.
Congratulations to Kenya's special group of heroes.